Onimusha, Way of the Sword offers new look at gameplay and Protagonist. Capcom provided the first extended look at Onimusha, Way of the Sword since its surprise reveal at the Game Awards. The new trailer unveiled the dark fantasy action game's protagonist is none other than Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary figure in Japanese history. In Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Musashi is a fierce young samurai who, in a supernatural twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni Gauntlet and battling hordes of demonic Genma. Onimusha, Way of the Sword gives fans a new protagonist and modern gameplay. The trailer showcases tactical combat, hinting at a focus on defense and strategic options. Scheduled for 2026, the game features Musashi Miyamoto battling Genma in Edo-era Kyoto. Capcom dropped a new trailer for Onimusha, Way of the Sword, and it carries plenty of new details about the gameplay experience and the legacy behind its new protagonist, Musashi Miyamoto. There's been a leap between mainline Onimusha games, but now may be a better time for Onimusha, Way of the Sword than ever, since Capcom seems like it's hitting a strong stride in its release schedule. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is due out for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via Steam in 2026. Onimusha, Way of the Sword offers a take on gameplay that seems to be a mix of reactive, intense swordplay, along with strategic positioning. In this trailer, Miyamoto is shown parrying several enemies before engaging in more aggressive combat. This makes it appear as if defensive options will be the primary focus here, since Miyamoto is often shown outnumbered in combat scenarios, needing to be crafty about his approach. Musashi's face is modeled after Toshiro Mifune, the late, iconic Japanese movie star who portrayed Musashi in classic samurai films. Onimusha, Way of the Sword takes place in Kyoto, which has been corrupted by malevolent clouds of malice summoning hell into the world of the living and plunging feudal Japan's capital into chaos. Equipped with an Oni Gauntlet, Musashi is granted power beyond human limits, allowing him to slay monstrosities from the underworld, including the destructive axe-wielding Byaku, whose power grows when it becomes soaked in its own blood. The Onimusha series' first new installment in nearly 2 decades, Onimusha, Way of the Sword pairs this rich blend of history and myth with cutting-edge combat. The game centers around satisfying sword-to-sword clashes with an emphasis on slicing through enemies and the tension of deciding when to absorb their souls in the heat of battle.